What is going on, everybody in Max Squad? Welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're going to be doing a speed test between the Redmi Note 9S and the Galaxy J7 Crown. Stay tuned. As I said in the intro of this video here, this is going to be the Redmi Note 9S going up against the Galaxy J7 Crown. And to get things started, I want to discuss the specifications on paper for each device. So with the Redmi Note 9S here, you can see that we got the Snapdragon 720 inside this device. It has 6 cores that are clocked at 2.32 gigahertz, and the other 2 are clocked at 1.8. And for the GPU, we're going to be running the Adreno 618. Now this device in particular is going to have 4 gigs of RAM and 64 gigs of internal storage. And out of the box, the device is going to be running Android 10 with security patch of May 1st, 2020. Now with the Galaxy J7 Crown here, we're going to have an octa-core chipset as well, but it's going to have 2 cores that are clocked at 1.59 gigahertz, and the other 6 are clocked at 1.56. And for the GPU, it's going to be the Mali G71. Now this device in particular is going to have 2 gigs of RAM and 16 gigs of internal storage. And out of the box, the device is going to have Android 9 with security patch of July 1st, 2019. And by the way, excuse the color change. I changed the ISO a little bit. It was a little bit too bright for me there, so that's why it's a little bit different in the color. So because the device is not going to be exactly on the same level as the Redmi Note 9S, I'm going to change the speed test up here a little bit and just change a few things as I go on here. But as far as on paper, it's going to have to go to the Redmi Note 9S. It has more RAM, a faster processor, more internal storage. All those things factor in when it comes to doing a speed test here. And so as of right now, the Redmi Note 9S is going to have 1 and the Galaxy J7 Crown is going to have 0. Let's get to the next part. So with this next part of the speed test here, what we're going to be doing is just basically opening up applications and testing the RAM on each device. Now I'm going to open up several applications on both phones at the same time to see which one can open up those applications faster. And then afterwards, I test the RAM to see which device can hold the applications that we opened better in the background. So to get this started here, we're going to do Play Store, and that's going to be in 3, 2, 1. That goes to the Redmi Note 9S. The next application we're going to do here is YouTube in 3, 2, 1. And that goes to the Redmi Note 9S. The next application we're going to open up here is Amazon in 3, 2, 1. And that again goes to the Redmi Note 9S. Now let's do a little social media here. We're going to do Facebook in 3, 2, 1. That goes to the Redmi Note 9S. We're going to do Instagram and Spotify. So Instagram in 3, 2, 1. And that goes to the Redmi Note 9S. And last but not least is going to be Spotify here in 3, 2, 1. And that goes to the Redmi Note 9S. Now, of course, I know for sure that the Galaxy J7 Crown is not going to be as fast as the Redmi Note 9S, but for those people out there who are wondering what the performance difference is between devices like this and devices like that, this is what this video is for here. So let's go ahead and test the RAM and see who's going to have more of a struggle. Play Store, held by the Redmi Note 9S. YouTube, held by both. Amazon, held by the J7 Crown. A little bit of reload there on the Redmi Note 9S though. Facebook, held by both. Instagram, held by both. And last but not least here is Spotify. I'm not sure if that was held by both, but I'm gonna give it to the Redmi Note 9S. Just because it had it waiting in the background. So with the application open and RAM management part of the speed test here, you saw that clearly the Redmi Note 9S is going to be the victor here in this contest. It opened up the applications faster for all of them and didn't have too much of any lag problems with holding the applications in the background. If you're a person that's looking to purchase a new device here and you're looking at the J7 Crown and you're looking at the Redmi Note 9S, performance difference is going to be quite significant. And so that's why I have to give the Redmi Note 9S 2 and the Galaxy J7 Crown is going to have 0. So right now, let's go ahead and get to the next part of the speed test. So with this next part of the speed test here, what we're going to be doing is looking at the ATUTU benchmark, the Geekbench, and also going to run the speed test here to see which device can pull down the faster data speeds. So to get things started here, you can see that in the Redmi Note 9S here, we got a score of 252,563. And on the Galaxy J7 Crown, we got a score of 112,476. That score on the Galaxy J7 Crown is actually really, really good. And it shows you that it's not a slow phone by any means here. If you actually put it up against the A10e here, of course, with 2 gigs of RAM and 32 gigs of internal storage, it's actually going to be a little bit faster than that device. But in this case here, no comparison to the Redmi Note 9S. So it has to go to the Redmi Note 9S. Let's go ahead and look at the Geekbench. So looking at the Geekbench results here, this is going to be Geekbench 4 because I wasn't able to get Geekbench 5 on the Galaxy J7 Crown. But you can see that we got a 2,642 for the single core score of the Redmi Note 9S and 7,014 for the multi-core score. And then on the J7 Crown, we got a single core score of 1,171 and a multi-core score of 3,890. So of course, no comparison there with the Geekbench again. So we're going to have to give this to the Redmi Note 9S as well. And let's go ahead and get over to the speed test here to see which device can pull down the faster data speeds. And so what I'm going to do here is just go ahead and run the test on each device and do it one at a time. I'm not a person that does it at the same time because that does cause some type of issues with the connections. And, it's going to be some type of error there. It's not going to be the same as if you do it one by one. So Redmi Note 9S is going to be first, and then we're going to do the J7 Crown and get that started right now. You can see that in the Redmi Note 9S, we got a down of 77.4 and an up 23 even, which is actually pretty fast. And that's on the regular 2.4 gigahertz band there. And for the J7 Crown, we got a 39.9 down and 19.7 on the up. So definitely not as fast as the Redmi Note 9S when it comes to data speeds here. So with it taking the ATUTU benchmark, the Geekbench, and pulling down the faster data speeds, it's going to have to go to the Redmi Note 9S once again. And so as of right now, we got a score of 3 for the Redmi Note and 0 for the J7 Crown. Let's go ahead and get to the next part. So for this next part of the speed test here, what we're going to be doing is just simply installing applications or doing app install tests to see which device can install the applications that I decide to install here on each device faster. And so the first application is going to be Zoom Cloud Meeting here. And we're going to do that in 3, 2, 1. All right, let's see what happens here. They're both downloading. Redmi Note just might win because it installs really fast. And that goes to the Redmi Note 9S. And so the next application we're going to install here is Venmo, and we're going to do that in 3, 2, 1. And that goes to the Redmi Note 9S. And to give you guys a quick refresh here, when it comes to doing the app install test, I do 3 applications, 3 of the top applications from the Play Store, and whichever device installs 2 of those 3 faster than the other automatically wins as part of the speed test. And being that the Redmi Note 9S installed 2 of those 3 applications that I was going to install on both devices faster than the other, it's automatically the winner here. And so right now we're going to have a score of 4 for the Redmi Note 9S and 0 for the J7 Crown. Let's get to the final part of the speed test here and close the video out. So with this next part of the speed test here, what we're going to be doing is just a simple turn off and turn back on or restart test to see which device can power off and power back on first. And so enough of me talking, let's go ahead and get this out of the way here in 3, 2, 1. Now if I got money on it, I'm gonna go J7 Crown. Let's see what happens. And that goes to the Galaxy J7 Crown. So as you saw there, it ended up going to the Galaxy J7 Crown, and the final score ended up being 4 for the Redmi Note 9S and 1 for the Galaxy J7 Crown. And I am not too surprised as far as the on-paper test, the application install RAM test, the ATUTU benchmark test, the app install test. Those were pretty much a write-off for the Galaxy J7 Crown. There was no chance that it was actually going to be able to defeat the Redmi Note 9S. But like I said in the earlier parts of this video here, this video is for people who are looking to decide between spending a little bit less money and spending a little bit more money, and what the difference in performance could actually be. And then you got to factor in camera, battery size, all those things matter. But in this case here, what did you think was going to happen? Did you think the Galaxy J7 Crown had a chance against the Redmi Note 9S? Let me know in the comment section below. And if you're new to the channel here, consider subscribing so that you don't miss any coverage when it comes to devices like the Redmi Note 9S here and the Galaxy J7 Crown. And Matt Squad, please like this video here so that other people just like you can get a little bit more help when it comes to researching budget devices like the Redmi Note 9S and even the Galaxy J7 Crown or whatever device I decide to bring to the channel. And last but not least, share this video here with your friends and family and let them know that not all Android cameras suck. It is just not true. But until then, my name is Maxerot. Thank you for watching this video. Have a good day, y'all. Deuces.